Here in Germany, every little town or village have festivals once in a while, and it's the same where we live. And this weekend, being midsummer, it was time for the festival, and of course we had to attend one of the 3 days. During the daytime it was pretty quiet, but it livened up a bit later. These festivals are a big part of German life and culture. There isn't really a pub culture here like there might be where I'm from, the UK or Ireland, but these festivals pop up from time to time. And I get curious because obviously Germans love to drink. They love beer and they love having a good time. So I'm often kind of curious as why the pub culture doesn't exist. And sometimes I'm like, well, if you like drinking so much, why don't you have pubs everywhere and everyone goes out all the time? But the longer I've been here, the more I've kind of grown to appreciate the German approach. So over the course of this weekend, I'd say virtually everybody from our little village has attended the festival. And everyone is there, all different age groups, all having a good time. The one thing in common is that they're all eating and drinking and making merry. And it's wonderful for community spirit and community building. Whereas pub culture is great for those people who enjoy life in a pub, but maybe isn't as inclusive as these types of festival experiences. So I can see the value and the worth in both types of way of life and in both types of culture. It's never the case that one is better than the other. They each have their own value, their own worth, and they're a lot of fun. And as you can see, later on, as it started to get a bit darker, it started to liven up. It's almost like we're at Glastonbury. Well, perhaps not that busy, but it was busy. Every table was full, and it was almost like a little Oktoberfest style event in our small little village. And I can tell you, Germans can drink. There were a lot of people drinking a lot of beer. There were some casualties. 1 or 2 people did have to head home early, and 1 or 2 were carried out, not quite on stretchers, but certainly having to be assisted by their friendship group. We were there most of the day, and we left around 10 p.m, but we could hear, because our house is so close to the festival venue, that the festivities went on until at least 2 a.m. And even hours later, there were still people milling around. Now the festival in our part of Germany is over, I think we'll be on the lookout for others. Maybe we'll go and join in another village or town as they celebrate, because they do tend to spread these events out, and you can effectively travel around your state just going to these events every weekend, if you can afford it and you have the energy. And I love the fact that it's so inclusive of all the family. The children had a wonderful time, as did Deborah, as you can see. I'm not sure here if she was doing her Mzungu, white person dance, with a mixture of her Zambian African cultural heritage. But anyway, she was certainly enjoying herself. So if you ever get the chance to live or work or travel in Germany, do try to visit one of these festivals, because you're guaranteed a good time. Follow me, I'm Bye Bye Fatman.